Let's talk about dollar stores, shall we? They're like the cockroaches of the retail world. They're everywhere, and they seem to thrive in the toughest economic conditions. The economy's been about as stable as a Jenga tower in an earthquake. Wages have been flatter than a pancake run over by a steamroller. Meanwhile, the cost of living has been skyrocketing faster than a cat up a tree when it spots a dog. It's no wonder people are flocking to dollar stores like seagulls to a dropped ice cream cone. These stores are like the last bastion of hope for folks trying to stretch their dollars thinner than Mick Jagger's pants. But here's the kicker. As more people turn to dollar stores, it's creating a perfect storm for another problem: retail theft. Now you might be thinking, who in their right mind would steal from a dollar store? Well, apparently a lot of people. It's like these stores have become the new Wild West, except instead of gold, people are after off-brand cereal and discount shampoo. The numbers are staggering. Dollar stores are reporting theft rates that would make even the most hardened shoplifter blush. But here's the thing. It's not just about the occasional pack of gum or a tube of toothpaste walking out the door. We're talking about organized retail crime. Even small-town USA is seeing its fair share of five-finger discounts.
Let's hear it from the folks on the front lines, shall we? The employees who are dealing with the daily grind and the customers who are just trying to get a good deal. Dollar store employees are dealing with more drama than a daytime soap opera. It's not just about ringing up items anymore, it's about juggling multiple roles. They're not just cashiers anymore. They're part-time security guards, amateur detectives, and unwilling participants in the world's least exciting game of cat and mouse. Every shift feels like a new episode of a crime drama. One employee, let's call her Sarah because that's her name, told me it's like working in a circus, except the clowns are trying to steal everything that isn't nailed down. The stress is palpable, and it's taking a toll on their morale.
Customers aren't faring much better. They're feeling the tension, too. They're caught in the crossfire of this retail crime wave, watching their favorite bargain spots turn into something out of a low-budget heist movie. The once peaceful shopping experience has turned into a nerve-wracking ordeal. Regular shoppers are starting to feel like they're in a real-life version of supermarket sweep, except instead of racing to fill their carts, they're trying to avoid getting caught in the middle of a shoplifting spree. The atmosphere is tense and everyone is on edge. And let's not forget about the honest customers who are now being eyed with suspicion. They're just trying to go about their day, but the heightened security measures make them feel like they're under a microscope. It's a challenging situation for everyone involved.
Now, before we go painting dollar stores as the victims in all this, let's remember that they're not exactly saints in discount clothing. These stores have their own set of issues and controversies. Many of these stores have policies aimed at helping the less fortunate, which is commendable. Such altruistic policies are about as rare in the corporate world as a unicorn riding a rainbow. Some dollar stores have programs where they donate unsold goods to local charities, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. They also often locate in food deserts, bringing at least some semblance of affordable groceries to areas that major chains avoid like the plague. This can be a lifeline for many families. There are even dollar stores that partner with local job training programs, giving people a chance to get back on their feet. These initiatives can make a real difference in someone's life. It's not exactly a fast track to becoming a CEO, but it's a start. It provides valuable experience and a stepping stone to better opportunities. But here's the rub. These good deeds are being overshadowed by the theft crisis. The rise in shoplifting incidents is a significant challenge. These stores are caught between wanting to help their communities and needing to protect their bottom line. It's a delicate balance that requires careful management and innovative solutions. Section 5. Ripple effects on major retailers. Now you might be thinking, who cares about dollar stores? What about the big guys? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because this retail crime wave is hitting the major players harder than a wrecking ball at a demolition derby. Target and Walmart, those behemoths of bulk buying, are feeling the squeeze. These retail giants are seeing their profits shrink faster than a wool sweater in a hot dryer. They're having to invest in more security measures than Fort Knox, turning their stores into something resembling a maximum security prison, just with better lighting and a wider selection of throw pillows. And as these big stores tighten up their security, guess where the shoplifters are headed? That's right, back to the dollar stores. Section 6 Grassroots responses from frustrated consumers. But wait, there's more. The everyday shopper isn't just sitting back and watching this retail drama unfold like it's the latest Netflix series. We're seeing grassroots movements popping up faster than dandelions in spring. Facebook groups, Twitter hashtags, even good old-fashioned protests outside stores. Some consumers are taking matters into their own hands, forming neighborhood watch groups to keep an eye on their local dollar stores. It's like a low-budget version of the Avengers, if the Avengers were really into discount shopping and had a lot of free time on their hands. There are even reports of vigilante shoppers confronting suspected thieves. When Grandma Ethel is ready to throw down in the party supplies aisle, you know things have gotten serious.
Section 7. The broader economic impact of retail theft. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This isn't just about missing inventory and annoyed shoppers. We're talking about a domino effect that's spreading faster than gossip in a small town. When stores lose money to theft, they have to make it up somewhere. And guess who ends up footing the bill? That's right, honest customers like you and me. Stores are cutting hours, laying off staff, and in some cases, closing up shop entirely. It's like watching a retail version of the Hunger Games, where only the strongest, or least stolen from, survive.
Section 8. Lost revenue and its consequences. Let's talk numbers, shall we? The amount of money being lost to retail theft is enough to make your eyes water. We're not talking chump change here, we're talking billions with a B. This lost revenue isn't just hurting the big corporate fat cats, oh no. Local communities are feeling the pinch as tax revenues drop. Schools, roads, public services, they're all taking a hit. It's like playing a game of municipal Jenga, where each stolen item is another block pulled from the tower. How long before the whole thing comes crashing down? Section 9. The tax burden of retail crime. Here's where things get really fun. And by fun, I mean about as enjoyable as a root canal without anesthesia. As retail crime rises, guess who's left holding the bag? That's right, it's you and me, the taxpayers. Law enforcement is stretched thinner than dollar store toilet paper, trying to deal with this surge in retail crime. More cops on the beat means more money out of our pockets. And it's not just about more police. We're talking about increased court costs, more prisons, and rehabilitation programs. The real kicker? All this extra spending means less money for other important stuff. Section 10. Balancing security and accessibility. So what's a dollar store to do? On one hand, they need to stop the theft. On the other hand, they can't turn their stores into Fort Knox. Some stores are going high-tech with fancy security systems that would make James Bond jealous. Others are old school, locking up everything from laundry detergent to toothpaste. But here's the rub. All these security measures are making it harder for honest customers, especially those who rely on dollar stores the most. Shopping at a store that looks like it's preparing for the zombie apocalypse isn't exactly a pleasant experience. It's turning what should be a simple errand into something that feels like breaking into Alcatraz. Section 11. A call for comprehensive solutions. All right, folks, we've painted a pretty grim picture here, but fear not. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes of stolen lip balm and discount socks, there is hope. We just need to get creative. And by creative, I mean actually addressing the root causes instead of just slapping on more security tags. First off, we need to tackle the economic pressures that are driving people to steal in the first place. Better wages, more job opportunities, stronger social safety nets, all the stuff that politicians love to talk about but never seem to actually do. We also need to rethink how we handle retail crime. Maybe, just maybe, throwing everyone in jail isn't the answer. How about community service programs? Or education initiatives? It's like teaching a man to fish, except instead of fish, we're teaching people not to steal fish sticks from the frozen food aisle. And let's not forget about technology. We're living in an age where your toaster can connect to the internet. Surely we can come up with better ways to prevent theft that don't involve turning stores into fortresses. Imagine leveraging AI and machine learning to predict and prevent theft before it even happens. Collaboration is key. Retailers, community leaders, and policymakers need to work together to create a holistic approach. Workshops and seminars on ethical behavior and community values can also play a significant role. Building a sense of community and belonging can deter individuals from resorting to theft. Training retail employees in conflict resolution and customer service can reduce tensions and prevent theft-related incidents. Ultimately, it's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and supported. When people feel like they belong, they're less likely to steal. So let's rise to the challenge and build a future where comprehensive solutions lead to thriving communities and safer stores for everyone.